Benjamin Franklin famously said that the country will be over as soon as taxpayers find out that they can vote themselves the loot inside of the Treasury. Congress has figured that out a long time ago. And Sheila Cherfilus-McCormick is just one of those crooks and criminals that is also an elected representative in Congress. Sheila Cherfilus-McCormick is one of these exciting DEI hires out of Florida, to our great shame. Florida has been known to have quite a few low IQ districts, and one of them sent Sheila Cherfilus-McCormick to Congress in order to loot millions of dollars from the Treasury. Here's what happened. What did Cherfilus-McCormick do? She took FEMA money, because there's a lot of hurricanes in Florida. FEMA doles out cash, and you can apply for that cash, but you better be telling them the truth. She took $5 million from FEMA, and then she purchased jewelry and handbags and funneled some of that funds into her campaign, which is, of course, illegal, right? Federal funds from an emergency and then go run for Congress with it. She could face up to 53 years in prison if convicted. Ooh, baby. And she's in court, of course, in Florida for this, so that's not going to be good for her. She used all of this money for personal aggrandizement, and, well, she was a rising star in Congress. And when we say she was, because she gone. Democrat Cherfilus-McCormick of Florida resigns before the House can sanction her in the ethics case. They were actually in the middle of doing this right now. They were in the middle of the sanctioning of her when she decided to peace out of Congress. Oh, man. Okay, so many mistakes have been made, right? This was like this is like a Jasmine Crockett. They were like training her up to be like the next Jasmine Crockett. Now Jasmine Crockett's out of Congress? Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen. Not good. Cherfilus-McCormick is resigning from Congress rather than be formally disciplined by the House. She was also about to be voted out of the House by her own Democrat caucus. Democrats prepare to abandon Cherfilus-McCormick in mass. House Democrats are ready to vote to expel Cherfilus-McCormick from Congress as soon as the House Ethics Committee meets to decide her fate on Tuesday. This was 30 lawmakers who said that they will vote with Republicans to kick her out of Congress. Republicans are expected to force an expulsion vote. They will need 80 Democrats to remove her. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries carefully avoided saying how he might advise his members to vote. House Democrats will meet after the Ethics Committee. Cherfilus-McCormick, who's accused of laundering $5 million in COVID funding her campaign, denied wrongdoing. Yeah, apparently they were all going to vote against her. So then you're done. Lawmakers are widely expected, the Ethics Committee, to recommend expulsion and granted anonymity. So Cherfilus-McCormick is out. That's one less Democrat in Congress. Resigned effective 1:30 today. So just a couple minutes ago. Addition by subtraction, says Brandon Gill. She says effective immediately, she's out, while slamming the ethics process on her way. Bye-bye, says Anna Polina Luna. What a coward. She resigned while the ethics committee. So if you're innocent, obviously you would fight this. She's resigning while the ethics committee is like slamming her, literally in the middle of all of this. She refused to go to the actual hearing. This is not a fair process. The ethics committee refused my new attorney's reasonable request for time to prepare my defense. What children we have in Congress. What complete children. It's like it's daycare for some of the most narcissistic and least impressive people on planet Earth. Just theater kids. That's all it is. Just theater kids. Oh, it's so unfair. I'm a member of Congress. I drive in motorcades and I fly first class or private back and forth and I embezzle millions of dollars. I'm the victim. Like, it's just pathological. Going forward with the criminal process, blah, blah, blah. The committee prevented me from defending myself. I will not stand by and pretend that this has been anything other than a witch hunt. Okay, well, I mean, you look like a witch. So, I mean, maybe you're right. You do look like a witch. You look like the witch out of Wicked, right, or whatever. Okay. So, fair is fair. Rather than play these political games, I choose to step away so that I can devote my time to fighting for my neighbors. I hereby resign, effective immediately. Let me say this plainly. Okay, here it comes. Oh, we should be very careful about the precedent that we are setting. In this country, we do not punish people before due process is complete. We do not allow the allegations alone to override the will of the people. A dangerous path, and one that should come everyday American. What do you mean the allegate? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like every news channel on earth. You were federally indicted. You were indicted. They presented this to a jury, and you were indicted. Like, what do you mean? A substantial portion of the misappropriated funds were used for personal benefit. It falsely claimed political spending and other personal expenses, business deductions, and inflated charitable contributions in order to reduce her tax obligations. What dirtbags. This is a particularly selfish, cynical crime. It's really neat when a local reporter asked her about it. Let's go ahead and
she was back in the district at this event. We tried again.
I also wanted to ask you about the investigation into your families. But this is also part of her congressional duties. Congresswoman, you know, you're under investigation for the congressional ethics for violation of campaign finances. Congresswoman, this is your district. You have to answer to these people.
Holding up a
Congresswoman
plastic binder.
Attorneys for her family's healthcare company aren't answering the I-Team's questions either. And the Department of Emergency Management says they won't comment on ongoing litigation.
Okay. Well, it's good. I was looking for some good news, right? That clip always makes me laugh. You know, the person holding the binder, they're getting taxpayer dollars. You know, you're paying their salary. She bought a Tesla, jewelry, designer clothes, luxury hotels, cruise vacations. Why is it always cruise vacations? It was cruise vacations. The prosecutor in Georgia, right? Big Fanny. She bought the cruises. It's always the cruise vacation that gets you. Who's going to bet it's Carnival Cruise? No Bluetooth speakers. All right, got him. There's your good news for the day. White pill.